again. This is KOS Avenger from YouTube, otherwise known as Rebel80. Also, I'm KOS Avenger on Xbox as well. And tonight actually, coming to you again with another swag video. And what I am going to talk to y'all about is this. Okay, so our first video was about the sort of an introduction of the Aaron Zajac show. Well, this is sort of an introduction to what we're going to be talking about first on the Aaron Zajac show, and we're going to be talking about the Bible and basically how it relates to time. I'm basically going to talk to you guys about how that's going to work, why we're doing this, why am I doing this, and basically how things are going to work. So, why focus on the Bible? And why specifically that? Well, the reason why we're focusing on that is because, the history of the world starts with one timeline, right? And we could talk about, the Big Bang, and we could talk about that too. There's a lot of things that I don't know about with that. I mean, I know what the Big Bang Theory is, and this kind of relates into the idea of time. And so, the way I see things is in terms of time, there's our timeline. So, there's the timeline here, right? And that is a finite timeline, right? It starts from somewhere way, way beyond when we started monitoring time, right? The Big Bang. Well, maybe not before, but we can monitor it now. But it started before we even started monitoring the idea of time, right? Um, and then there's, God's kind of time. And, God is an infinite being. So at time, he is timeless, right? So that's kind of the idea of he's well beyond this kind of material world, if you will. And that's, pretty important because, I think when we talk about other things, we'll kind of be going into that. So the reason I'm kind of starting with this on my show is because I enjoy history, and I enjoy, just going over various things and learning about various things. And, I thought about it and I'm like, well, what do I focus on? Do I focus on the Big Bang Theory or do I focus on the Bible? Well, there's no reason we can't focus on both. And the reason we're focusing on the Bible is because not only am I a Catholic, Roman Catholic, but it's also a way of just focusing on seeing things through different versions of the Bible and ultimately learning more about the Bible. And it's a way of seeing it through kind of a religious perspective. And then after we go through that, we'll be seeing things, we'll be kind of going over things in terms of uh, I call it a realistic time perspective and then God's perspective. So we're going to be, I know it doesn't quite make sense, but it makes sense to an extent. As a Christian, I am essentially starting off with following the history of the world through the Bible and seeing where we can go from there. And then I'm kind of following that up with, oh, let's view it how we know it now, and, well, at least as far as we know. And kind of just going through time and space and just kind of going throughout, and we'll be making a lot of stops along the way. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be interesting. So here's how this is going to work. So I'm going to be using my phone to actually record through this thing called screen record, which I can actually do, and I can actually record my audio. So I'm going to be making a video about the actual reading, and I'm just going to do one reading. So I'm going to read about one chapter. I'll probably do it each week or so. Probably every Friday. I'm going to try and make videos like this. And we're just going to be making videos just about the reading, and I'm just going to read to you kind of whatever version I'm reading at that time. I'm going to read that to y'all, and then after that, I'll make a follow-up video if we have time, or maybe if we have time in that other video that I'm making, I will add my own commentary about what I think that chapter means and what that perspective means, and you know, and this is certainly open to discussion. Y'all are free to make as many or as little comments as you want. I hope you're excited about it. I'm honestly pretty excited to kind of try this thing out. Um, and you might be wondering, why are we looking at different versions of the Bible? Well, because we are looking at various things in time and how they're seen from different perspectives. And hopefully, maybe that might change my perspective. And hopefully, your guys's too. And we can certainly talk about this, if you want to talk about a specific section or even a specific word, a specific verse, that's what I should say. And, it's going to be pretty exciting, it's going to be awesome, it's going to be fun. I hope it's as enjoyable for you guys as it is for me. But again, I understand not everybody wants to hear about the Bible. Not everybody wants to see it that way. That's fine. You don't have to see it that way. That's my way of seeing things, and that's why I'm going to kind of put it there first, and we're going to go through it that way. But I promise you, we will be going through and reviewing various topics like the Big Bang Theory, and don't worry about that. Um, you know, and we'll be doing that. We may be even revisiting topics as we see them, but the whole point of this kind of video series is to just go through history and learn things and read things, learn about them, and ultimately sharing perspectives, and that's what it's all about. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing, you know, uh, nothing kind of short of just literally perspectives. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not much. I'm gonna be making a follow-up video like right as we speak, and like I said, I'll be cranking out these videos probably like every Friday, and I'll try and alternate with the podcast next week if we get any comments. If we don't, I got some great stuff lined up. And anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Tell me in the comments what I can do better. Is there anything I can really do to make these videos better for you guys? Is there anything you want me to cover on the show or make videos about? Like I've said, this show is for you guys. It's not for me. It is for parts, a part of me, since I like history, but it's also meant for you guys. So, that's pretty much it. And, you guys have a great, safe, and awesome night. And this is KOS Avenger, or otherwise known as Rebel 80, signing off.